going to board the Dreamweaver train and head off to the land of HTML and web editing. Dreamweaver is an HTML coding service created by Adobe for the Creative Suite. It caters to professionals and amateurs alike, but specifically Dreamweaver can be used to write HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for the web. It's a comprehensive program that lends itself to beginners through Adobe's extensive library of built-in tutorials. It's also accessible to professional code writers with its vast capabilities to create incredibly complex and powerful web code quickly. So, jumping right on in, when you open up Dreamweaver, it pops up to this quick start menu here, where it's got a nice, clean, simple design layout. You've got your recent files right here where you can see what you've been working on. You have a quick start menu that allows you to quickly make new documents without setting presets. And you also have these awesome starter templates. So we're going to click on this basic simple grid here so you can kind of see what a fully fledged coded website looks like inside Dreamweaver. Now when you first open up, it's got this really awesome split live view here. You've got your code down here and you've got a real-time live view of what your code's actually doing to your website. Now they make it pretty simple to jump between these. You've got your right up here, you can just have your code, you can have your split, or you can have your live view, just depending on what your fancy is. Now, one of the great things about Adobe, but also kind of one of the unfortunate things, is that it allows you to code right in the live view. So I can click on this grid here and actually change the text here. So I don't want this to say grid, I want it to say portfolio. Now I'm going to click out of that and it automatically saves it. Now if I jump back into split mode, you see right here, because I'm still have that section selected in my live view, it's highlighted down here. It's changed the word from grid to portfolio in my actual code. Now another cool thing you can do while you have this selected is there's actually this nice blue dialog box right here, and you're going to go ahead and click on that menu drop down tool and you'll see this dialog box come up. Now this dialog box lets you just affect some of the attributes for what you have selected. So for example, this is a heading 4. We want to go ahead and make it a heading 2. So we're going to go ahead and click on that little drop down menu and you'll see that it comes up with all the options. We're just going to go ahead and click on heading 2. It doesn't change the way it looks too much, but it just does change the hierarchy of the actual code within the text. Now in the same dialog box, it also gives the option to embed links to whatever you have selected. So we're going to just click on this snazzy little file right here. And that's going to pop open all the files embedded within Dreamweaver. So I'm just going to scroll down and click on a website I've been working on separately right here, this Dreamweaver one. And I'm just going to open that, and that will automatically place the file within the text. So as you can see, this is now a link to something else, and down in the actual coding text you can see that it has been properly linked, and this is just super convenient because it saves you time and makes sure that all of your files get linked properly and there's no mess ups in the file attributions. I definitely recommend Dreamweaver to my classmates just because I think that it's the perfect intermediate program. There are a couple of cons because it is an Adobe application. There's a lot of features that you'll probably never going to use, but you have to deal with. That being said, there are lots of ways to avoid ever having to deal with those extra applications. As with all Adobe programs, you can turn them off or make it so you can't view them. So that's a little overview of what life is like here inside Adobe's Dreamweaver application. Thanks for listening.